Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Professor Hassan and you are watching my channel Professor Hassan Humayun. A few weeks ago, PPSC Punjab Public Service Commission announced the final result of lecturer statistics. Alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah, my students, male and female students, were selected as lecturer statistics. One of my students, Muhammad Awais Khurshid, was also selected as a lecturer statistics. He, along with his friends Asad Ahmed and Anas Nazir, prepared and compiled Punjab University MPhil PhD admission test sample paper, and I want to discuss that important and technical paper with conceptual questions with you people. Before starting today's important lecture, I request everyone subscribe to my channel, like and share my channel, and click the bell icon for the notifications of the next important videos. Let's start. Question number 1 is, if x 1 2 3 4 5, then you are to find AXI. That sign is for multiplication for the product, and you will have to select one option. A very important question for all the written tests of statistics. You will have to multiply XI. I is from 1 to 3, and there are 5 values of x. 1 multiply by A, then multiply the x value is 2, A multiply by 2, multiply A multiply by 3. Because that sign is for multiplication for the product. 3 2s are 6, 6 1s are 6, 6 A cube will be the correct option in the exam. A very important question. Question number 2. You are to find this much. Dear students, I is from 0 to 3. If I have some values 0, 1, 2, 3, and j is from 2 to 3, it means 2 and 3. Now you are to find this much. Multiply I and j. First of all, I will multiply 0 with 2. 0 2s are 0 plus 1. First answer is 1. And summation means plus. 0 multiplied by 3 is 0 plus 1 is 1. Now 1 multiplied by 2 is 2 plus 1. 1 multiplied by 3 is 3 plus 1. 2 multiplied by 2 is 4 plus 1. 2 multiplied by 3 is 6 plus 1 plus 3 2s are 6 plus 1. 3 3s are 9 plus 1. 10, 17, 24, 29, 33, 36, 37, 38 will be the correct option in the exam. Question number 3. A box plot contains how many whiskers? A very important concept. A exactly 2, B at least 2, C at most 2, D only 1. Dear students, box plot. Here we have Q1, the first quartile, Q3. Here is the minimum value, and here we have maximum value. These are the 2 whiskers. A box plot contains exactly 2 whiskers. Please keep in mind. Question number 4. How many percent of the data falls within the box in the box plot? A very important. That is the box, and it contains interquartile range. Actually, Q3 minus Q1. Q3 means 75% values are lying below this, and Q1 means 25% are lying below Q1. It means 75 minus 25, it contains 50% of the data. A very important question. Question number 5. Pie charts generally show A, percentage of the data, B, proportion of the data, C, both A and B. Both A and B is the correct option. Pie chart shows percentage of the data and proportion of the data. Question number 6. Which of the following statement is true? There is a universal set we have, and there are 2 sets A and B. they are overlapping each other. Dear students, in O levels and in A levels we have studied the universal set is represented by the rectangle. Now the question I want to discuss it with you that can be asked in the written test of statistical officer, lecturer statistics, research officer, admission test of MPhil, PhD in the GC University, Sargodha University and Punjab University too. Question number 6. Which of the following statement is true? A. Universal set in Venn diagram is essentially presented by a rectangle, B. by a square, C. by a circle, D. by any closed figure. Dear students, whenever we have many sets, like we have five or six sets, then rectangle will not be used, then we will use any closed figure. It means polygon will be used, closed figure will be the correct option in the exam. Question number 7. Q1 is given 14.40, Q3 is given 14.90, a very important and technical question, conceptual question. Then outlier will be any point which is, dear students, please keep in mind a value which is y, if it is less than Q1 minus 1.5 interquartile range, Q3 minus Q1, just multiply with 1.5 and then Q1 minus, it is an outlier and that is 13.65. its answer will be 13.65, and a value which is greater than Q3 plus 1.5 into Q3 minus Q1, its answer will be 15.65. it means the correct option is less than or equal to 13.65 and greater than equal to 15.65 will be considered the outlier. Please keep in mind. Question number 8. Classification of data is done on the basis of A. quality, B. quantity, C. A or B. A or B is the correct option. Classification can be done with respect to the quantity as well as quality. Question number 9. If there are m columns, question number 9. If there are m columns and n rows, then there will be how many cells in the table? We know if there are 5 rows and 4 columns, how many cells will be? 5 multiplied by 4, 20. That's a very easy question. M multiplied by n, mn will be the correct option in the exam. Question number 10. Bouwley's coefficient of skewness is calculated in terms of A. Sum of the positioning averages, B. Sum of the mathematical averages, C. Moments, D. Commercial averages. A is the correct option. Bouwley's coefficient of skewness is calculated in terms of sum of the positioning averages, quartiles actually. A is the correct option. Question number 11. The geometric mean of any two observations, let A and B are two values, and its geometric mean is equal to the arithmetic mean and harmonic mean. Arithmetic mean and harmonic mean of these two numbers. A option is product, B square of the product, C geometric mean, D sum. Dear students, we know geometric mean is always equal to arithmetic mean multiplied by harmonic mean under the root. It means geometric mean is the correct option. Actually geometric mean is the geometric mean of arithmetic mean and harmonic mean. If you multiply arithmetic mean with harmonic mean and take the under root, that will be the value of the geometric mean. Question number 12. Which of the following statement is true? A very important. A. Coefficient of kurtosis can never be negative. It is beta 2. Question number 12. We know it is m4 over m2 square. Yes, it can never be negative. The square is always positive. Option B is Bouwley's coefficient of skewness will be -1 if upper quartile is equal to median. That is the second option of question number 12. What is Bouwley's coefficient of skewness? That is Q1 plus Q3 minus 2Q2 over Q3 minus Q1. And they are asking if you put Q3 is equal to median. Actually, I will put Q1 plus Q3 minus 2Q3. I will put Q3 for Q2 over Q3 minus Q1. If you minus these two, Q1 minus Q3 over Q3 minus Q1, take minus common, Q3 minus Q1 over Q3 minus Q1, these will be cancelled, minus 1 will be the answer. It means the third option is both A and B. Both A and B is the correct option in the exam. Now we will discuss question number 13. Which of the following coefficient of skewness is ranging from -1 to +1? A. Bouwley's, B. Cayley's, C. both A and B. Dear students, Bouwley's and Cayley's coefficient of skewness ranges from -1 to +1. Please keep in mind that is the correct option, both A and B. Now question number 14. Which of the following descriptive statistics ignores the 50% of the data? A option is quartile deviation, Q3 minus Q1 over 2. B is Bouwley's coefficient of skewness. C, both A and B. Both A and B is the correct option. Both of them ignores 50% of the data. Question number 15. Variance of 100 observations is 10. That is given. A very important question. Variance of x is given, that is 10 for 100 observations. If each observation is multiplied by 3x and added by 5, then the variance will be the new variance. If you apply the variance on both sides, you know the square of 3, 9 variance of x, and plus 0, 9 into 10, because variance of x is given, 90 will be the correct option in the exam. Now question number 16 is, which of the following measure of dispersion is corrected by Shepard's correction in a grouped data? A very important question. Question number 16. Option A is quartile deviation, incorrect. B, mean deviation, incorrect. C, standard deviation is the correct option. We know M2 corrected is equal to M2 uncorrected minus h square over 12. And what is M2? It is actually variance. It means standard deviation is the correct option. Question number 17. Suppose Q3 minus Q1 is equal to 20. P90 is given, that is 60. P10 is given, that is 22. Then the distribution will be A, platykurtic, B, mesokurtic, C, leptokurtic, D, positively skewed. Dear students, a very important concept, percentile coefficient of skewness, that will be quartile deviation over P90 minus P10. If that is equal to 0.263, Q3 minus Q1 is 20, 20 over 2 is 10 over 60 minus 22, that will be 38. The answer is 0.263. If the answer is 0.263, that is mesokurtic. Mesokurtic is the correct option in the exam. Question number 18. Mean square error is equal to, there are 4 options. The correct option is, that is equal to variance plus Bayes whole square. That is the formula of mean square error. When there are 2 estimators and they are Bayes estimators, then that is the formula of mean square error, variance plus Bayes whole square. Question number 19. Which of the following is an example of sampling? A, blood test of patients. B, COVID-19 vaccination to all government employees. C, both A and B. A is the correct option. If you take the blood sample, that is sampling actually. Question number 20. Which of the following non-probability technique is considered as an alternative of stratified random sampling? A, cluster sampling. B, snowball sampling. C, systematic sampling. D, quota sampling. Quota sampling is the correct option. Question number 21. T-test signifies A, partial correlation coefficient. B, multiple correlation coefficient. C, rank correlation coefficient. D, all of these. All of these is the correct option. Rank correlation coefficient. D, all of these. All of these is the correct option. Question number 22 is a very important question. if mean of the Bernoulli distribution is 0.5, that is given in the exam, then the variance will be, dear students, we know when we have a single trial, that is Bernoulli distribution, and its mean is always equal to P and variance is always equal to PQ. It means mean is 0.5, that is P is given, and Q is equal to 1 minus P, that will also be 0.5. Then variance will be equal to 0.5 into 0.5 P multiplied by Q, that will be 0.25 will be the correct option in the exam. Question number 23. The values of point of inflection in the standard normal distribution. A very conceptual question, that is, they are not asking about the normal distribution, they are asking for the standard normal distribution. It ranges from -1 to +1. That will be the correct option in the exam. Don't click the minus infinity to plus infinity. You should not be confused. Standard normal means -1 to +1 will be the correct option. Question number 24. The ratio of two standard normal variables generates a which distribution? A standard Cauchy, B standard normal, C T D F. A is the correct option, standard Cauchy distribution. 25. Question number, a very important question of today's lecture, that is the last question. If X follows a discrete uniform distribution where X is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 up to so on till 12, then the variance of Xi. Dear students, please keep in mind, if the continuous uniform distribution is given, then variance formula will be b minus a whole square over 12. But now the question is discrete uniform distribution. It has formula n square minus 1 over 12. What is n? 12 values. How many values? N square minus 1 over 12. If you substitute in this formula, the answer will be 11.92. That will be the correct option in the exam. Assalamu alaikum.